Master for getting to record stuff. Appreciate it. All right. So welcome everybody. I'm recording, I believe, right? Yeah. To the second GBM. Like Drew said, make sure to sign in. So yeah, sorry, Drew.
So I lost my connection. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah. So first, before we dive in, if this is your first time joining us, thank you for coming to our GBM. ACE is basically here to serve as a community for you to thrive in, whether you're an ECE or CISE. We want you to succeed academically and professionally, and all that we do is kind of geared in that direction. If you're a freshman or sophomore, our goal is to get you an internship as quickly as possible, and the same goes for upperclassmen as well. So as you see the events we're talking about, just keep that in mind and try and think of which ones you can attend that can help you reach those goals. Yeah, awesome. So we want to cover a few things. First, and most importantly, is the AWS Senior Developer Q&A tomorrow at 6:30. We have David Rupp coming, who is a really awesome guy. He is obviously a senior developer at AWS, but he also lives in Gainesville. He works remotely, and he basically joined the Industrial Advisory Board for Computer Information Sciences this year with the express intent of getting to know ACE and some other organizations, as well as mentoring students, right? So basically this event is for you to go to, ask whatever questions you want about how to go from college to working at Amazon to working there for as many years as he has, which is a lot easier said than done. And then afterwards, he really, really wants people to reach out to him personally, and he's willing to mentor you while you're in college to get to the position where he is today, which is a crazy opportunity. I'm definitely going to capitalize on it, and I really recommend you two as well. But this is basically a reminder. If you attend the event tomorrow, you should definitely follow up with David afterwards. Yeah.
But yeah, and then after that, next Tuesday, we're going to have another mentorship event coming up. This one sounds really cool. It's going to be a little bit of interview prep combined with our membership team with the professional development. So you don't have to be a part of membership to come out, but we'll have a little more detail about that coming up a little bit later in the slides. So that's going to be a cool event we have coming up. Besides that, in case you didn't know, we have Leet Code days every Thursday on a weekly basis. This week, we're not doing one because of the AWS. But if you're interested in getting some Leet Code practice, maybe a guide to how to get ready for those, going with the interview prep with Leet Code problems and whatnot, you can join us next Thursday for the sorting and searching problems session, as well as join the Pound Leet Code channel on Slack. And we have recordings and slides for all of our previous sessions. These Leet Code days are super fun and helpful for kind of getting some practice in a lot of different areas, especially if you're really grinding out to get that internship for this summer. It's a super good resource. So yeah, come check it out.
For sure. And one thing we're introducing now, and this is an alpha, we're still building this, but if you want, I recommend you check it out right now. If you go into Slack and type .ace to yourself, TM yourself, .ace, our trusty Slack bot will send you a link to a document that has a bunch of ACE resources. And we're still compiling a bunch of things together, but we're going to use it for, number one, accessing the calendar. Number two, a lot of professional development resources in terms of resume exemplars and technical interview advice, things like that. And we're also going to have a lot of course scheduling advice, partly contributed by you guys. If you check the document and check the bottom of the document, there's actually a link for you to submit your own resources or suggestions if you'd like to. We're hoping this will be basically a community-based document that is a must-have, really, for people to use throughout their time at UF as they progress through the degree and stuff like that. So right now it's really early on. There's a bunch of stuff that isn't linked yet, but I'd recommend you check it out. And if you want to add stuff, please fill out that Google form. We love the assistance. So yeah. And in order to reach some more events, make sure to check out the calendar. I realize I'm blocking the QR code with my mouse now. Yeah.
Yeah, big thing, guys. The calendar is where we have all our events. And although we will be posting on social media and Slack and whatnot, you can always get if you download the calendar, you can get notifications on your own devices. That way, it reminds you when the big events are that we have for ACE. And again, we're trying to get at least 1 to 2 events per week, so there's always something to do.
Cool. Well, my name's Charlie, for those who don't know me. I am the recently admitted project development chair. And I want to get a team formed. So for anyone who's interested, I just sent a link in the chat. You also have the QR code up on the screen. But basically, we're trying to gather as many ideas as we can right now, come up with some cool projects that we can work on this semester, and long term make some big benefits for the club. We do have an idea for working with other clubs, but until we can kind of piece something together with any club that's interested, we were kind of thinking that doing our own project would be a good way to go. So we're open to ideas. So if you want to join the committee, please apply.
And you can also find the link in .ace as well now. We kind of just added it, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, looks like it's my turn. Hello, everybody. ACE is real excited to introduce our new office hour waitlist. So essentially how this works is it'll be a Google form that's available once again on the .ace document. And essentially how it works is instead of having to wait for an upcoming like office hours or workshop or whatever other event that other organizations might put on, all you have to do is just fill out this Google form with your information as well as what area you want assistance in, whether that be resumes, elevator pitches, either types of interviews, 5-semester planning, or really just about anything you need professional advice on. And once you go ahead and submit that form, you'll go ahead and be entered into a wait list. And then when it's your turn, one of our chair staff will reach out to you via email to schedule a meeting. From there, you can set up your own personal meeting as well as the type of content. So let's say, for example, you want interview advice, but you actually want more of like a mock interview type of deal. We can set that up. If you're not too comfortable going into that and you want to get some tips instead, that's perfectly fine too. The meeting is up for you guys to decide. We just want to provide the resources to help you succeed. And one other fantastic feature about this wait list is that we also have an option to account for upcoming deadlines. So if you just found out you got yourself an AWS interview from our upcoming AWS event, and that interview is in 2 weeks and you need some immediate help, you can go ahead and put down that interview deadline on that form, and we'll go ahead and make sure to get to you as soon as possible so we can get you some help right before the interview comes up. That's pretty much all of it. If you have any questions, feel free to @ me on Slack at @Dom. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, so now we'll talk about a little bit about some academic events that I have planned. So currently there's 2 that I have planned for like the next month or so. The first one is a talk with Dr. Blanchard. So the topic that he'll be covering is about using like scripting languages and system level languages together. I've taken a class where this was one of the topics that he covered and it was really interesting. Dr. Blanchard, he's really good at like making complicated things seem easier. So it's an event that I think would be great for everyone to show up to. And right now, the tentative date for it is March 15th from 1:30 to 2:45. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about right now is the academic planning event. It will take place after the schedule of courses has been released for the summer and the fall, which right now is supposed to be March 12th. It'll be a great opportunity for you to come and ask questions and get feedback about your schedule or just any courses that you're interested in taking. Yeah, so both of these events are still kind of being planned and they're a few weeks in the future, so there'll be a lot more details to come. So make sure to look out for those on Slack. And then I look forward to seeing you guys at these events.
Hey guys, so Tuesday, March 2nd at 6:30, we're going to have a workshop for behavioral interviews. Dom's going to give a quick presentation on some interview tips, and then mentors and mentees will then give each other mock interview questions to kind of simulate what takes place during a traditional interview. this event is not limited to mentorship. Anyone can come and we can pair you for the event to match your needs or whatever you need. So anyone and everyone is welcome. Additional resources will be provided at the end to use beyond this event, and more information to come as we do get closer over the weekend. If you guys have any questions, message Dom or me on Slack.
Hey guys, so merch and designs are coming. I was just talking to Caleb about this. There isn't a set date at the moment, but they are coming. And the designs and the planning is already in the works. Right now I'm working on a new logo, which is gonna be a ASCII gator. It's probably gonna look like something that you see in the two pictures over there, but just imagine that with like computer science symbols. And so just keep up to date on the Slack, because that's where we'll let you know when we actually do come out with it. Thanks, guys.
All right, and that pretty much wraps up everything. Thank you guys so much for attending today's GBM. Real quick though, just a little bit of plug to all of our social media. Went ahead and pasted down the chat as well. We have a wonderful website as well as the Slack channel. If you do join anything, please join the Slack channel because we provide immediate updates and announcements to all of our relevant events. We also post to our Facebook page all of our event pages. So if you want to RSVP or get the Zoom links, you can go there as well. Also, feel free to text 81010 to @uface. Or yeah, sorry, text @uface to 81010. My bad. I'm like incredibly exhausted right now. We text out, you'll be signed up to our Remind, so you'll be able to get some text reminders for all of our upcoming events, just in case you don't feel like following any Facebook pages. Whatever works best for you.
Awesome. So thank you guys for coming. We'll stick around if anybody has any questions on upcoming stuff. But just as a final plug, I'd really recommend coming to the Q&A tomorrow. This is like an opportunity that doesn't come along very often when someone's willing to mentor you when they've had 20 plus years of experience in software engineering. So make sure to come out, check the Slack for more updates and stuff like that. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Greg, if you want to stop the recording and then we can stick around for questions.